What's going on YouTube? The name is emans247 and this is my first official YouTube video. Um, and yeah, I actually wanted to bring to you guys the EVGA classified GTX 1080. So I've been waiting for this car personally for the past 2 months. Ever since they released that picture of the PCB or Jacob from EVGA, man, I've been fiending over this thing, and I just grabbed one from Micro Center. I've been having the F5 button, just constantly pushing it on EVGA's website, and once they had that buy now button and Micro Center was listed, click that button, and they had 5 in stock at the Micro Center, not too far from where I live, which is in VA, Fairfax. And so, as soon as I saw that, I called my job and said, "Hey, this is serious." My boss, she's pretty cool. So I went out, took off the day, went and bought this bad boy, and I've already went through the box, but I wanted to bring it to you guys and kind of go through it with you. So yeah, let's get into it. So, as you know, Classified is one of the top of the line brands of graphics cards from EVGA, right below the Kingpin edition, I believe. And I don't think the classifieds were cherry picked this time around. And I'm hoping the Silicon Lottery got 2.2 gigahertz, maybe. Okay, 2.1 to be more realistic, honestly. And I noticed a lot of the Founder Edition cards were getting in like 2.1, and like the aftermarket cards were barely cracking like 220, 50 megahertz when overclocked, which kind of makes me wonder, maybe NVIDIA, the reason for the high price tag is they cherry picked the GPUs and sold them so they can sell those Founder Edition cards, and everybody sees how well they overclock, and I guess people were like, hey, why not just get a Founder Edition, even though it's technically like $100 more than a normal, like a Strix version of the GTX 1080. But this is just as expensive, or a little bit more expensive than the Founders Edition. It was $750, and I think after tax it was $8. And I bought the Micro Center warranty just because I know I'm going to water cool this, and I know water cooling is probably not covered under EVGA's factory warranty. And so I bought the 2-year for like $90, which is not bad. I mean, considering how expensive the car is, obviously. So I'm pretty stoked. I'm not gonna waste any more time because I know what you all come here to see. You come here to see this beautiful card, not this beautiful box. Even though the box is super shiny, it's one of the shiniest boxes I've ever seen. Yeah, but yeah, let's get into it. So I'm gonna open this up. I'm gonna go ahead and pop her out here. Moment of truth. We're gonna open this up right here. So we have the manual. Don't do that. Manual, drivers, blah blah blah. Nothing we need. I would just keep it, for reference, if anybody even references manuals anymore. When it comes to graphics cards. And we have an EVGA poster, and it's upside down. So I guess EVGA, arm yourself. So EVGA's brand now is with a pretty cool looking knight here. It's got the ACX cooler with the sword, harnessing the heat, I guess, I'm assuming, because it looks like fire. That's pretty dope. Let me put that to the side there. Y'all didn't come to see a poster. And then we have some stickers here. EVGA Max Enthusiast builds, blase blase, throw that to the side. And I already went through these connectors. They go from, I'm assuming, 2 6-pins to an 8-pin connector. And I know this card has 2 8-pins for extra power for massive overclocking potential. Hopefully, I'm crossing my fingers. Silicon Lottery. I noticed in a lot of the 1080 reviews, especially the aftermarket ones, some people like 2.1 is a golden number. and a lot of people have been able to hit that number. So honestly, I guess it does come down to the amount of VRMs you have. I mean, the VRMs probably help with the cleaner power to the card, but if the chip can't do it, chip can't do it. So I'm hoping my chip can do it. So let's see. We have some aftermarket, some heat sink stickers, aftermarket cooling for, let's see, for your heat sink. This will help prevent any possibility of shorting. I guess I'm gonna use this one. It's a little sticker. It's really tiny. It's really nothing. It's like that, like really wavy. I'm gonna use this one. Water cool it, and I'm waiting for EK to release their water block. I'm refreshing their website every day too. Just F5 constantly. So as you can see, what's inside the box here, got EVGA written out, carved out there in the foam. It's pretty cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull this out. Oh, there you go. You got the classified. I know there's a little shine on the camera. I can see it there. It's a little shiny card there. It's got the red mesh under the aluminum shroud, and there's like a white kind of like lining in the back of the red mesh. I'm assuming that's the RGB, like from the light, for the lighting and whatnot. It's got it looks like 80 or 90 mil fans. It's huge. They're absolutely huge dual. And this is the ACX 3.0 cooler from EVGA, which is nice. I mean, I'm really impressed with the aesthetics on the EVGA cards. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this out. Pull this out here. There we go. And we're gonna put that to the side. As you can see, it's in the anti-static bag. I'm gonna open it up. I'm just gonna pop this out here and snap to the bag. Nice and slow now. So awesome. And this is the back plate, and this is one sick back plate. I'm gonna take this plastic off so you guys can fully appreciate what we're looking at here. So, every time. I honestly, I've been through the box before, but it's still the same. It's still as good as the first time. So I'm gonna let you guys take a look at the back plate here. It says EVGA. It has a classified logo. It's got a nice red mesh over the grills where the heat can come out from the system. You got the front of the, or actually that's not the front. This is the front of the cooler. And you have the logo as well, the classified branding, and that's supposed to light up red from the RGBs or the LEDs. The RGB is going to be, of course, on the front of the cooler. It's upside down. On the front of the cooler, under the red mesh, and you can change it. I believe the whole spectrum of the RGB spectrum, 256 colors. I could be wrong. But yeah, this is a really sick card. You got the two 8-pin connectors right there. Your voltage readout. I think for if you want to have a physical readout of the voltage, I believe that's what that is right there. And I know this card has LN2 built for LN2 in mind. I won't be doing that, but I will be liquid cooling it because I want to see what this bad boy can do. First, I'll do some testing. I'll compare the air performance versus liquid performance, see like what kind of overclock I can achieve with either or. And one thing I do like about this card, I know it's like really subtle, but look at that rigidity on that PCB, man. I mean, that is insane. And I like the side profile of it. I mean, the logo is a nice touch. It might be upside down on here. Yeah, it's upside down. But the logo is a nice touch. I mean, it just gives it a mean, aggressive, like race car look, which I dig because I'm really into cars too. I might be making some videos on that on maybe this channel or a different channel. It is E-Man's 24/7, so I guess I could do pretty much what I want. But this is a sweet card. I'm gonna go ahead and peel this plastic off the front so you guys can get the full shine of the ACX 3.0 classified cooler. So hopefully you guys can see that in the camera. This is a really sticky thing here. Oh, there we go. that. Let's peel it off there. Man, this is, I guess you could call this the ghetto unboxing. Oh man, oh, I did not even see that. Hold on, that is dope. Like, I like how they have like a matte black in between the fans and the aluminum, brushed aluminum pieces on the shroud here. That is really sick. That contrast is nice. I hope you guys can see it. Give you guys a closer look at it. That is hot. I am really impressed with the aesthetics of this card. I'm in love. I am legit in love with this. It is so sad that once EK releases the water block, I will be pulling the cooler off. Because I'm building an all-in-one, a mini ITEX liquid cool system. So, yeah, but that is a gorgeous cooler. Oh my gosh. Just look at those heatsink fins behind those gigantic fans, dude. And honestly, this is the largest and probably the fastest card I've ever owned. I'm coming from two 670s in SLI, and they've done good for me. They've for years. But man, when Rise of the Tomb Raider came out, boy, that game put them through the paces, man. And I was like, okay, if I can't play Rise of the Tomb Raider at max settings at 1080, it's time to upgrade. I think it's time. So I went ahead and grabbed up this bad boy, and I'm gonna see what she does. I'm gonna do some tests. Again, I'm gonna do some testing on her.